Brothers and sisters, so we said we're going to talk more and more about aliens and Nephilim the closer we get to our liftoff rapture date, as per that one guy's dream that seemed very legit. It'll be more and more in the news and more in our faces as they prepare the deception. So let's talk about the ancient three-fingered alien corpses that was just shown to the lawmakers in Mexico. You've seen the pictures. I've posted one or two. There'll be another one posted on this video. To me, it does look like a Hollywood prop. It looks like a very bad prop, in my opinion. They also showed x-rays that you can actually see the bone structure on the inside, which is slightly different to us and so on. So there's that. But on the onset and looking at it straight up, it looks like a really bad prop that I wouldn't use if I was making an alien movie. But Tuesday, an independent researcher named J.C.O.M.E.S brought two small mummified specimens with him when he testified at the congressional hearing in Mexico about UFOs. The mummified specimens were contained in two glass display cases and could be very clearly seen. Maybe if the Americans brought out the actual dead bodies and the live Nephilim, then, it would be even more impressive. But maybe that's the plan. They see how the reaction is to this, and then they roll out the other stuff. A journalist and researcher on unidentified anomalous phenomena, UAP, or UFO as they're better known, presented the remains of the purported non-human beings to lawmakers in Mexico on Tuesday during the country's first public congressional hearing on the topic. Now, another point here. It's not just America doing public hearings and revealing the truth. Now it's Mexico. It's going to be other countries too pretty soon. Maybe someone in South Africa will speak out about what I know about way back then. All these things will start seeing the light. Russia maybe next, who knows, as they prepare the world. J.C.O.M.E.S brought two boxes containing what he said were the small stuffed bodies of extraterrestrials recovered in Peru in 2017. He said carbon-14 dating carried out by the National Autonomous University of Mexico determined that the remains were 700 to 1800 years old. Each of the figures has 3 fingers on each hand and elongated heads, resembling superficially the Hollywood-born character E.T. Maybe they were also trying to go home, but they couldn't do the touch thing. I don't know. He claimed the purported bodies were found fossilized in mines in Cusco, Peru, in a layer of diatomaceous earth or ancient phytoplankton algae. Now, before I carry on, if they were fossilized, how did they x-ray them? Wouldn't that just be like a solid rock? How would you see the bones and everything? That maybe I'm just not understanding it properly. The way I understand fossils and I collect them is they are fossilized to the point of rock. They're one solid thing. It's almost like an imprint of what it used to be. It's not the actual item a lot of times. And if it's fossilized like a tooth, it's the tooth. It is solid. But anyway, these aren't beings that were found after a UFO wreckage. They were found in the mines and were later fossilized. Maybe they were mining. They were intelligent and they lived with us. How do you know they were intelligent? How do you know they lived with us? They should rewrite history. At this stage, the way history is going, it's maybe a good thing to rewrite history. Anything's better than what's currently happening right now. We are not alone in the vast universe. We should embrace this reality. Do you see the message they're pushing here? They're preparing the world to embrace Nephilim when they come as the saviors and the ones who explain why all these Christians disappeared one shot. Embrace them. The National Autonomous University of Mexico conducted further tests on them, which claimed and revealed that more than 30% of the specimen's DNA was unknown. Again, if it's a fossil, how did you test the DNA? Indicating that they are not part of our terrestrial evolution. Experts in Congress, I know drips under pressure, remember, showed x-rays of the specimens and told deputies one of the beings carried eggs with embryos inside them. They said they had implants of cadmium and osmium metals. Osmium is one of the most scarce elements in the Earth's crust and considered the rarest precious metal. The other interesting thing is these little mummified bodies of theirs look like they're probably 40 centimeters long. So if they do come at you, while you're recovering from the initial shock before you get around to the I rebuke you in Jesus' name, you could football kick this thing right over the yard. So there's that. But again, they're working really hard to prepare mankind for these tiny little saviors. At least these samples are. Or maybe these were their version of kids working in mines. Maybe they got a lot more in common with local humans as we know, Nephilim. Anyway, it is hilarious as they prepare, and we getting ready to go. God bless. Have a great day. Shalom.